All right, so what a nightmare this has been. So once you have a bit of cash, you go, all right, well, what can I do to make some good yields on the cryptocurrency market? You know, the market's too volatile. You know, yes, we can go to moon and hopefully that will happen and you can risk whatever amounts of money there, but like bigger amounts of money, you know, the ones that you will go, not really comfortable putting this much money into cryptocurrency, all those kind of things, right? I'm not saying I'm not bullish on Bitcoin or any other sort of altcoins for that matter. It depends on what it is, I guess. Even if you're sure, it's always good to have a healthy amount of doubt. So you go, all right, well, I got some stable coins, you know, which is just basically like having dollars. Okay, how do I then stake it for the highest possible return? You know, liquidity pool and, you know, yield farming, that kind of stuff is what you want to be doing. Staking, you know, you get some stuff like, I don't know, Celcius has a pretty good one. We're looking at Celcius, and with Celcius, you know, you're getting returns. I mean, it depends where you are in the world. Start earning today. I mean, you can earn up to 8% in the United States. International rates, you can earn 11%. Okay, pretty freaking good. But it is not the best. It is absolutely not the best. So I've been doing a bit of digging around, right? So I've been to SushiSwap. So SushiSwap, not just sushi, the food, the SushiSwap, right? Protocol. All right, so I'm checking out these rates, right? I go to the web apps, you know, use their bloody wallets for this kind of stuff. You know, SushiSwap's easy because you just got to use your MetaMask and it's all good. And I'm going to the farm, you know, and I just connect to my wallet. All right, so you got all farms, and then, you know, you just want to stick to the, you know, your stable currency. So USDC, we've got USDC, USDT and C here at 20%, 20.50%. When I was staking that before I got into it, it was like 27%, but now it's sitting at 20%. So these things move around depending on the total value locked as well. You know, we're looking at Anchor as well. Anchor gets you a cool, which is pretty good. That's your APY. This one, obviously Sushi, that's your annualized. I'm guessing that's APR as well. I guess you don't pull the money out. And I'm just like, yeah, 20% is much better. So I'm staking my money on Sushi. So as you can see, you know, I got some money in there. My deposit around 2.25 Gs or whatever. It is what it is. So you chuck it in there and just testing it out, right? It's not biggest amount of money, but I'm just like, you know what, for my stable money, I want more than that. And so welcome to the stage, Sunny.ag, Sunny.aggregator, okay? And here, app.sunny.ag, here we are introduced to this thing called Saber, WDI USDC LP. What the heck does that mean? APY is 36%. Man, it was 37%. What the hell happened? Anyway, so the more value that gets staked, the lower the APY is going to get. You know, that is what it is. But, you know, 36 is still better than 20, almost twice as better than 20. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I know these guys are, you know, stable currencies. And I look down the list and I go, oh, what else has some good returns? 37. 37 was the highest one. So I went into it. So here we go. So I'm depositing some LP. So what does that mean? Saber is the exchange from which you would then generate the LP. You get your rewards in Sunny and also in SBR, which is Saber. So what I need to do is I need to go to bloody Saber. So I go to Saber, okay? But before I need to do that, I need to set up a new wallet. So it's like a MetaMask on the Solana network. Oh, this is on the Solana network, by the way. So I go open this Solid, which is a Solana wallet. There's some different ones within it, which is called Phantom. Apparently that's the one that most people use. It was at the top of the list, so I just got it. And I chucked a bunch of Solana in there, which I bought from Binance, right? That can be then sent out from Binance. I got some out of KuCoin as well. Sent out of KuCoin, these centralized exchanges, which then you can then ship these coins out. Now you can't ship out USDT, for example, on the Solana network, but you can ship out Solana on the Solana network, right? We sure as hell bloody hope so. So then it arrives onto my account. Then I got to exchange Solana to USDC and DAI, repped DAI, which is basically what I saw on the Sunny aggregator, which is this WDI and you know, USDC. That W at the front means wrapped, right? It means you get this coin and you wrap it so that it can be used in within a particular blockchain. In this case is Solana. So I go to Saber and I'm like, yeah, I see swap here. So I should be able to swap some of the Solana out and stuff. So I go to Solana and I go, okay, that's wrapped Solana. Okay, where's my regular unwrapped Solana? So somehow I've partially wrapped it or I don't bloody know. So I go to Solana and then I try and select USDC and it goes bang, goes back to USDC. I'm like, what the heck, man? So you don't actually have the bloody route to be able to do this thing. So I'm like Googling around the places and then I land on Reddit and he says, you know what, why don't you then try Step Finance, which is another Solana DeFi, you know, DEX. I'm like, okay, cool. So I give that a go. All right. So I'm in Step Finance and I'm trying to exchange Solana into USDC. It works. Okay. It happens. It works. Then I'm trying to convert then USDC, a bit of USDC or even a bit of Solana into just the wrapped DAI straight away, right? Because I need these two individual coins first before I can turn them into liquidity pool tokens. And then it says, boom, no route found. Okay. Well, then I'll try it with some USDC. Okay, if there's a route between USDC and the wrapped DAI. Okay, again, no route found. Okay, well that's stupid. So I go back to Saber and then I look at USDC, which then which I converted from Solana in the first place. And then I go to WDAI and bang, it works. So then I transferred half of my USDC into RepDai. So I started with about $2,700, right? I think all in total, I've got $11 and $2,700. So the reason why you don't see the 27 is because I've staked it, right? You'll see in a minute, right? So now that I've got these two things, and then I got to go to pools, right? And then what I have to do is then I have to deposit the same one. And this sort of process isn't new to me. What did throw me off was all the wrapping and bullshit like that. But WDAI USDC, I press deposit. I basically go up. It's funny because it scrolls down here, which is dumb. Like you should go to the top where I can actually do the bloody thing. And then I basically put as much as it in there, and then I'll press deposit. And then bang, I've got the WDAI USDC stablecoin pool LP token. Once you've got that, you need to go to your Sunny.ag, right? This thing here. Tie up your wallets. This one will be like your wallet thing. I don't know what happened there. Like I don't know what that is. This bit up here, like don't know what it is. Don't really care. But I've already started earning. So I scroll down to the one that I would like to stake. Okay, back to 37%. Hooray! And then I'll press deposit, and then you will say, I see how much deposit the balance is, and that'll be around $2,700, which is what I originally had, right? Which is right there. And then I put the amount in there, and then boom, press deposit, and then I'm starting to earn. Now, every time you deposit, there's like 50 things to like approve, and then you gotta have enough Solana in there to actually do the transaction. I don't think the Solana fees were that expensive, although there were a couple of times where they were like, yo, you don't have enough Solana, so put some more Solana in there. So I just exchanged it a little bit less. But because Solana has gotten so expensive, even though I only have like 0.05 a lot of Solana, there's still bloody $11 in there. For me to make $11 back from this exercise, right, I need to stake $2.5 grand for like 20 days straight just to get that money back, right? Which is somewhat silly. But anyway, nothing gets you better than 37%. So here I am. If I have bigger money, then I will do it. Now, there was some other thing that did really scare me. Like withdrawal fee is 0%. Hooray. Yay. This bit, performance fee, 16 bloody %. What the heck does that mean? So I go to this article here and I read that the 16% is taken on non-Sunny yields, right? So that's your SBR yields, right? The API displayed on a Sunny app already takes into account the performance fee at launch. The buyback and the burn feature is not yet implemented. So yeah, the API that you see is already applying that in there. So I'm like, okay, that's fine by me then. Then I was happy to then stake it. And so here it is, guys. I don't think this will be a rug pull. Like, the Solana blockchain has been so praised for how good their DeFi is, probably because of the transaction speed and the low cost. But to be honest, like the mechanics and stuff, it could be improved. And bloody hell, why is there no YouTube video on how this is done? Like seriously, I could have lost money in this process. And that's the problem I have on bloody DeFi these days. I like it. There's good returns, but boy, do you have to jump through hoops and like you're always left with a little bit of residual as well because your calculation is never always like smack bang correct, but that's all right. So I went to Discord for Saber and I asked a few questions. I know I'm a very impatient person. I have asked a question and I was expecting it to be answered like straight away, but they didn't have an answer straight away. And there's very little documentation. And like there's not even like, for example, let's say I'm on Saber and I'm trying to use the swap tool. There was a random message that popped up and be like, do you want to unwrap it or whatever. That could be a really noob thing, but I just unwrapped it because like, think about it. Like, so I look up Solana and Solana says it's wrapped Solana. Like, why is Solana in its native blockchain wrapped? Like, I don't understand that. Like, Matic on the Polygon network isn't called wrapped Matic. It's just Matic. So I don't understand why it says wrapped and there's no non-wrapped version of Solana. And yet there was like a pop-up that said you could unwrap it. I don't know. You might get that. I don't know. I did try to convert it into MSOL because that was some special SOL that does better at, the transaction. But we also do not know what kind of routes are available. When I say routes, like, do we have a direct swap available from one coin to another? And to me, Saber doesn't really have as many routes as I wanted to have for me to do the liquidity pool. Like you can't like, come on Saber, like you cannot say, hey guys, go give us these LPs. Or maybe you can because the LP exists already, right? So there should be an exchange available between, oh, well, I guess there is. Yeah, because I did exchange USDC to DAI. Or maybe this is the list. This is the only list. So these are the only routes available on the Saber because these are the liquidity pools that we're providing. Okay, now it's beginning to click with me. There we go. Okay, so in that they're not available, we have to then bring those tokens in from another exchange. Oh, okay, I get it now. I get it now. See, sometimes if you talk about it, you sort of get what the heck's going on. So yeah, there you have it, guys. This is how you stake the Sunny aggregator to get these crazy high returns on a stable coin that doesn't move. So no, I might keep it in there, and then if I want to invest in a coin that wants to move, I mean, while I hold cash, this is a better return than just doing nothing, right? And it's better than sitting in your bank account as well. So there you have it, guys. Half rant, half tutorial. And once you start doing this, it's pretty pleasing to see like all the numbers tick up. Look at that. Makes you feel like you're making like millions of dollars, but you're not, because that's only like 3 cents and SPR is only like that, which is 16 cents. So I've done the math, and it takes, I mean, every day I make about $2 or something like that, or yeah, something like $2.70 or something of like $2,700 that I put in there. If I have, like 100K or something, I might chuck it in there. That's like 37K a year, which is like pretty damn passive income, pretty good. And you're not at the whim of the whales and bullshit like that. You know what I mean? And USDC, pretty damn stable coins. Yep, there are unstable coins out there as well, but they are pretty good. So there you have it, guys. This is how you stake money, stable currencies on Sunny. Anyway, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's a shit. It is what it is. Thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. That was a fun experience. But every time there's a new blockchain, every time I try to learn something, it's always a bit of a head F. That's why we like crypto. And you know what? If you're sort of noob to this, like try to learn how to stake stuff. Like I learned how to stake stuff and do LP stuff really deeply when the Polygon network came out, right? And that was a real learning experience for me. I do a bit of LPs on SushiSwap as well. Yeah, and just notice this as well, that when there's a new blockchain coming up, they will always be offering better sort of yield returns than others, because there's that rush of people coming onto the platforms, and that's how you're going to attract more people to the blockchain. So of course, that's what we're seeing here, guys. Enjoy the returns. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.